Hello Higher Consciousness community, thanks for joining me back on my YouTube channel. Big apologies for the delay. As we know, life goes, but I have been thinking about this and dreaming about pursuing this YouTube channel again and sharing messages, astrological forecasts for you based off your zodiac sign. So as you read in the title, this is all about the full moon in Virgo occurring on March 18th, 2022. At this time that I'm going to be posting it, it may have already happened, it may have been a day or two, but this still goes and resonates with the season. It still resonates where the planets are positioned, even if it is up to a week or so later. In the future, these readings will have a generalized segment in which we can talk about the planets and what it means for all signs. But for today's reading, I'm going to dive into the specific zodiac by zodiac sign about what this means for you. Go ahead and tap on the pinned timestamps below where you can click on your sun sign, your moon sign, and your ascendant to get these different aspects about how this full moon in Virgo is going to affect you. Before we get started on today's reading, I also want to let you know that yes, I am in fact reading from my script. I do type this out ahead of time. I take the time to look at where the astrological planets are, where the signs are, and thinking about the story about what is occurring within your life based off the stars and the planets. So with that being said, if you see me looking down at this script, it is an original creative script that I wrote out ahead of time, and I surely wish that you enjoy this. So let's go ahead and get started. Happy birthday, Aries. Your birthday season is usually a time of new beginnings. It is a time of taking action towards goals you've had insights on over the past year. The fact that Uranus is in your first house of self and identity towards your upcoming birthday season implies that you are ready to take a unique approach towards your goals in your appearance. Perhaps a new hairstyle, perhaps a new outfit will help you fit your ideal look to better manifest your goals. With Venus, Mars, Pluto in your 11th house of social status, you may be finding closure within a relationship, a partnership, or a group of friends. Meanwhile, though, you will be attracting a new partner. So it's out with the old, in with the new. Or you could be taking on a new chapter, a new identity in an existing relationship, or a new side of yourself that is based off your new beauty and value standards. Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune in your 12th house of spirit indicate that a greater interest in divination practices, such as this video, astrology, tarot, mediumship, and numerology, could be responsible for your deepening set of values as you now realize that there's more to life than meets the eye. This is all that I have for you, Aries. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be posting more astrological forecasts like this one, so stay tuned. Bye. Hi, Taurus. The full moon in Virgo is in your 5th house of pleasure and creativity. At this time, the repressed feminine natures within you of nurturing and sharing are able to be fully embraced through the creative arts. Your artistic talents are blossoming due to inspiration from occult practices and an investment in the mystical connection with spirit. This is represented by the balanced forces of the full moon in Virgo, opposite Mercury, Neptune, Jupiter, and Saturn in Pisces. Since these planets located in Pisces are in your 11th house, it is very likely that your intentions for artistic creation are aiming to provide universal healing. You may be using technology to reach a larger audience. The planet of action, Mars, is in your 10th house of business, as well as the planet of transitions and renewal, Pluto. In regards to your career, don't be afraid if there are not instant results right now, because you have just planted seeds for a successful new business venture in which you won't have to work as hard, yet you can and will achieve exponential growth, especially as word of your craft spreads. So this concludes the full moon in Virgo reading for Taurus. I really hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please feel to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more astrological forecasts like this one. Take care. Bye. Hello, Gemini. Gemini, the full moon in Virgo is in your 4th house of home and family. Since the moon represents divine feminine energy, it sits nicely in your 4th house, inviting cozy, nurturing, motherly feelings into your home. This is a great time to renovate your home or invest in creating an at-home workspace, so as the planets are all direct, indicating little interference with implementing your goals. When settled into a place where you are comfortable, your business and career is likely to flourish. Many planets are currently in your 10th house of business, including Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune. Jupiter and Neptune indicate an expansion of opportunity for you to bring elements of art, fantasy, and spirituality into your line of work. But the longevity of these ventures are determined by your ability to create a solid business plan and to communicate it with your team. Saturn represents the structure needed to create your ideas, and Mercury represents the voice you will have to speak your ideas into existence. Perhaps this investment in your career comes at a time in which you may need a distraction from your personal relationships, as the romantic pair of planets, Venus and Mars, are in your 9th house of transformation with the edgy planet Pluto. This shift in your personal relationships doesn't have to be a bad ending or a change. It could mean that your personal relationships are taking a new direction as you and your love develop into work partners, or that a work relationship is blossoming into something more romantic. Lastly, if you've been seeking to take action towards a cause that is for the greater good of the collective, now through Aries season, you will have a fitting time for you to acquire the social support you need to accomplish it, as the innovative social planet of Uranus is in its natural house, the 11th house, and the planet is in front of the action zodiac sign Aries. This concludes the full moon in Virgo reading for Gemini. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more astrological forecasts like this one. Take care. Bye. Hi, Cancer. The full moon in Virgo is in your 3rd house of creativity and intention. As a water sign, having just experienced the dreamy Pisces season, you are naturally having more dreams and insights than usual. The full moon in Virgo will be a culmination point in which you will see the complete manifestation of your creative works that have been inspired by the strong energies of 2 watery planets, the moon and Neptune, being in balance in opposite houses. This profound urge to create that you are experiencing is your way of turning lemons into lemonade, your way of shining light and healing from dark truths. As 4 planets are stationed direct in your 9th house of renewal and knowledge, you are likely discovering the hidden blessings of going through a recent dark night of the soul moment. Perhaps the karmic planet of Saturn has made you feel oppressed with its placements in your 9th house, but know that after a period of having your voice and spirituality dismissed by hurt individuals, you will experience a metamorphosis of the soul, and you will discover the light coming from within. Meanwhile, your intimate relationship may be feeling very abundant at this time, as the divine feminine planet Venus has been walking alongside the divine masculine planet Mars in your 8th house of unity and joint goals. Perhaps you and your partner have been gaining knowledge and insight on how to build and sustain a successful relationship with the ethical planet of Pluto, sharing space with divine feminine and the divine masculine planets. You can lean on your partner for support and resources at this time. And if you are not in a relationship, then you can identify the positive qualities and aspects of the opposite gender within yourself for stability. As for your career, you can expect to attract wealth and opportunity through eccentric and innovative practices, as demonstrated by Uranus being in your 10th house of status. This concludes the full moon in Virgo reading for Cancer. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more astrological forecasts like this one. Take care. Bye. Hi, Leo. The full moon in Virgo is in your 2nd house of values and money. It is in balanced opposition with Mercury, Saturn, Jupiter, and Neptune in your 8th house of intimacy and joint goals. This is a good time to reap the rewards of prior commitments and contracts, but be wary of any loose ends or unfinished business. While the repressed feminine energies of your chart are now brought to the surface and helping you manifest creatively, there is a strong potential that some business partners are drawn to you romantically and are expecting something more out of your relationship. This is drawn from the action planet Mars and the romance planet Venus being in your 7th house of relationships and business partners. Refer back to the seeds that you planted during the Pisces new moon on March 2nd or during the start of the relationship to see if your original intentions are aligning with the relationship's progress now. If you let yourself get distracted by the steaminess of the current energies around you, then you may be caught off guard by taxes or shaky business partners. But if you have developed a structured daily routine, then this full moon in Virgo will increase your monetary growth. Meanwhile, the planet Uranus is located in your 9th house of knowledge, and it is harmoniously sextiling Jupiter and Neptune, urging you to study something society may find eccentric and innovative in order for your personal faith and spirituality and the divine to blossom. This could mean that you are going back to school or that you are studying independently. Both are very important in providing you a deeper sense of purpose in life. This concludes the full moon in Virgo reading for Leo. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. And stay tuned for more astrological forecasts like this one. Take care. Bye. Hi, Virgo. The full moon in Virgo is in your 1st house of self and identity. It is in opposition with Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune in your 7th house of relationships. This full moon gives you the opportunity to create a harmonious balance between yourself and your relationship with a lover. If you are not in a relationship, then it's likely that your confidence and care for yourself will be attracting a new relationship or business partnership at this time. Since a stellium of planets are in your 7th house, it's likely that you have been investing a lot of energy into your relationships with others. Your generous nature will allow for you to receive recognition during the full moon, and you will be given credit for your capacity to be a team player. A promotion may be underway or an improvement in your work schedule if this recognition is coming from a work partner. A next chapter in your relationship may be underway, or your partner may treat you with gifts if the recognition is coming from a lover. With the romantic pair of planets, Venus and Mars, partnered in your 6th house of health and routine, it's likely that you have established a good balance between your self-care and your relationship that are leading you to good health and happiness. With innovative planet Uranus in your 8th house of joint ventures. It is worth noting that you don't have to take the route society deems normal or average to attain material and relationship abundance. You and your partner, if you're in a relationship, may be making ends meet through odd jobs and inherited resources at this time. This concludes a full moon in Virgo reading for Virgo. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe down below, and stay tuned for more astrological forecasts like this one. Take care. Bye. Hi Libra, the full moon in Virgo is in your 12th house of undoings and renewal. It is in opposition of Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune in your 6th house of routine. You have likely been experiencing a lot of changes and uncertainty when it comes to your health and daily schedule. It's almost like life has been a roller coaster of experiences and emotions for you lately, with its high and low moments. With the full moon occurring in the routine-related sign of Virgo in your 12th house of spiritual insight, you are prompted to hand your worries and busy life over to Spirit. Take time to meditate, enjoy a healing bath, or go to a yoga class. Cross off some of your to-dos that can wait from your list. Your health and wellness routine will be in balance once again when you put yourself first, as you will find yourself to be more efficient in providing for others and in handling your business after you are taken care of. As the planet of expansion Jupiter is in a sextile to the planet of action Mars in your 5th house of pleasure, it is confirmed that you will experience an abundance of creativity, joy, and love around this time. Meanwhile, the planet of emotion and mysticism, Neptune, is in a sextile to the planet of innovation, Uranus, in your 7th house of relationships. This signals that you may find deeper meaning in your close relationships through bonding over artistic practices and by nurturing yourself and loved ones as a mother would. Now is a great time to visit a museum, attend a ceremony, try out a new recipe, and indulge in any cultural activities you are interested in to fully utilize this energy. This concludes the full moon in Virgo reading for Libra. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe down below, and stay tuned for more astrological forecasts like this one. Take care. Bye. Hi Scorpio, the full moon in Virgo is in your 11th house of community and technology. It is in opposition of Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune in your 5th house of pleasure. It seems that you are enjoying the fruit of life in the forms of art, performance, movies, sex, food, and material purchases. Many of these experiences and purchases are happening in your home or being brought back to it. This is confirmed by the abundance planet Jupiter being in a sextile to the action planet Mars in your 4th house of home. The luxury and comfort you are experiencing individually is likely to be shared with your community of family and friends during the time of the full moon. You may have been indulgent, although deserving of the riches you have worked hard to manifest, but now you are finding that you are lonely and that valuable experiences are meant to be shared. You can find balance this full moon in Virgo by catching up with friends and family and investing in some long-term goals. Rather than indulging in a moment of bliss, you will be investing in a lifetime of sustenance and exponential self-growth. The sextile position of the motherly planet Neptune to the eccentric planet Uranus in your 6th house of routine supports that you may benefit from incorporating creative healing arts and knowledge gained from innovative technologies into your daily schedule. Perhaps you will consider putting more time into an artistic practice or researching your interests to develop them more, which will allow you to feel more comfortable with yourself and more supported by the universe. This concludes the full moon in Virgo reading for Scorpio. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. And stay tuned for more astrological videos like this one. Take care. Bye. Hi Sagittarius. The full moon in Virgo is in your 10th house of business and career. It is in opposition to Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune in your 4th house of home and family. It seems that you have been putting a lot of energy into your home, no matter where you may be living or what style of home you may be living in. Your motherly qualities and connection with the divine have been emphasized in your home environment by the proximity of the expansive planet Jupiter to the nurturing planet Neptune in your 4th house of home. It is important to cherish these joyful feelings to balance out the karmic restrictions that may also be surrounding your home, with Saturn, the planet of discipline, also in your 4th house. While this symbolism may manifest itself in your life as a desire to be in control of your home and matters within it, you will benefit from communicating your needs and accepting others' help, which is demonstrated by the vocal planet Mercury's proximity to Saturn. This extra help will enable you to put more energy into your career, which has the potential to grow with consistent effort when it aligns with the well-being of all involved, including family, colleagues, management, employees, and coworkers. Lastly, you may find that your innovative ideas come when you are least expecting them to, with the eccentric planet Uranus in your 5th house of pleasure. If you are feeling stuck creatively, you may find inspiration in networking with your community or going sightseeing in your hometown. This concludes the full moon in Virgo reading for Sagittarius. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more astrological forecasts like this one. Take care. Bye. Hi Capricorn. The full moon in Virgo is in your 9th house of knowledge and travel. It is in opposition to Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune in your 3rd house of creativity. With so much creative passion and energy in your chart that is coming into play through your educational and health-related opportunities, you are manifesting insights, travel, and academic growth this full moon. It may not be a surprise for this full moon to provide you with physical manifestations, as you have planted seeds for creative abundance for some time. While the nurturing planet Neptune is in coordination with the expansive planet Jupiter and the dreamy sign of Pisces for the charts of all living beings right now, this placement's energy is especially resonant for you because it's in your 3rd house of creativity. The alignment holds so much fluid water energy. It may influence you to be attracted towards traveling to areas with water and to representing causes that involve water, such as protecting water rights. Your dedication to your passions and your resilience to the tough aspects of life will inspire your creative endeavors. And what is a better time than now to share your talents with others, since the planet of communication, Mercury, is in your 3rd house of intentional creativity. If you have been feeling materialistically abundant lately as well, then it is because the planet of endings, Pluto, is in your 2nd house of income. It is breaking old limiting beliefs that kept you from your prosperity. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you can see with a fresh set of eyes that love and intention will help you manifest all of your desires. This is validated by the romantic planet Venus and the action planet Mars being in your same house of material. Perhaps your feminine nature is enabling you to naturally receive, or perhaps you have found a lover who is financially well off. On a creative note again, you have great potential for your creative business to take off from out of your home. The innovative planet Uranus is in your 4th house of home, and it is in a sextile with the nurturing planet Neptune in your 3rd house of creativity. Being close to your family, your pets, and your possessions can help you find the work-home life balance that you seek. This concludes the full moon in Virgo reading for Capricorn. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe down below, and stay tuned for more astrological forecasts like this one. Take care. Bye. Hi Aquarius. The full moon in Virgo is in your 8th house of joint resources. It is in opposition to Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune in your 2nd house of values. After a period of investing a lot into your relationship, family, and maintaining your credit and taxes, you are feeling more in balance with your finances and priorities. This alignment of the expansive planet Jupiter with the spiritual planet Neptune in your 8th house represents that you may be receiving the rewards of good karma, inheritance from a loved one or a guardian angel, and feelings that you and your partner are star-crossed lovers or twin flames. If you are not in a relationship, then the blessing could be finding a deeper purpose in your life through tracing your lineage and honoring your ancestors by sharing their stories. This message goes hand in hand with the alignment of Mercury and Saturn, which demonstrates that the insights you have gained through your travels and educational pursuits may be of benefit to others. You may be working on a book, starting a podcast, or mentoring the youth as ways to share your knowledge. The innovative planet Uranus in your 3rd house of quick communications is in a sextile to Neptune in your 2nd house of income, suggesting that your creative endeavors have great potential to be prosperous through technological uses. For example, you could create an app, you could reach clients through email and website, or you could use a platform like YouTube, Spotify, or SoundCloud to share your content. The sextile of Mars in your 1st house of self with Jupiter in your 2nd house of material affirms that you will have success and abundance by taking action in leadership positions. As long as all of this is done from a place of love and out of the greater good of all, which won't be a problem as the loving qualities of the planet Venus are resonant with your 1st house of identity. This concludes the full moon in Virgo reading for Aquarius. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe down below, and stay tuned for more astrological forecasts like this one. Take care. Bye. Hi Pisces, happy belated birthday. The full moon in Virgo is in your 7th house of partnerships, which can inspire growth and value in your love life and in your work relations. It's possible that you are moving to the next chapter in your relationship, perhaps moving in together or getting engaged or married. The growth could also be in your work relationships. In this case, you may be getting promoted or going into a career that aligns with your interests. The full moon is in opposition to Mercury, Saturn, Jupiter, and Neptune in your 1st house of self, which affirms that you've been visualizing yourself being in a state of abundance that has been allowing it to occur in your physical life. Since there are multiple planets in a stellium within your home sign of Pisces, this can also influence others to understand you more and to be more drawn to you. Taking action towards your connection with spirit can also bring about rapid change and growth, and this is indicated by the masculine planet Mars being in your 12th house of undoings. The feminine planet Venus balances this connection out so that you can see universal truths without being tainted by a patriarchal society that manipulates much of the 3D matrix as we know it. Since you use a lot of unseen knowledge to create your dream life, don't be surprised when your innovative ideas begin to produce material abundance. This is affirmed by the eccentric planet Uranus being in your 2nd house of income. This concludes the full moon in Virgo reading for Pisces. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more astrological forecasts like this one. Take care. Bye. If you stuck around to the end of the video, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you found this collection of readings helpful. I appreciate you so much for tuning in, and I hope you got as much out of this reading as I did in creating these astrological forecasts. We'll see you next time. Bye.